from where you live.
Good evening, I'm Dan Klein. Thanks for joining us. At times, it was a guidebook to a place 250,000 miles away. At times, it was a vehicle repair kit. Now, a donation that was literally out of this world has found a permanent landing place in the Purdue archives, thanks to the last man to walk on the moon.
This is where it all started.
And now, at least for this map book, this is where it all ends. On the floor of Katie Court, astronaut Gene Cernan, Purdue class of '56, donated the Lunar Roving Vehicle map book from Apollo 17 to Purdue University.
I thought, where better place would it be than Purdue? And the idea of those archives is so youngsters 10 and 15 and 20, 25 years from now can see and feel and touch something that actually went to the surface.
The Apollo 17 crew spent more than 22 hours exploring the surface of the moon over 3 days. The maps helped direct the crew to various locations. In all, they brought back more than 240 pounds of moon rocks.
Every piece of the data file that we take with us is not necessarily used, but it's got to be there, because if you need something and it isn't there, there's no FedEx or anything.
The entire map book isn't here, though. Cernan wrecked the lunar rover, breaking off the fender. So, using duct tape and 4 maps he hoped he didn't need, he improvised the creation of a makeshift fender needed to keep the moon dust from hitting the astronauts on the rover. That fender is now in the Smithsonian.
And I'm the only car within 250,000 miles knocked the fender off, and I kept wondering where that roadside assistance was.
The map book joins Cernan's personal papers at Purdue's Baron Hilton Flight and Space Exploration Archives.
They'd be in a box in an attic somewhere. They've got value, particularly historical value.
These are materials that actually were on the surface of the moon, and there aren't many of those things in existence, and so they are one of a kind.
And for Cernan, that's a bit of a bittersweet fact. Since Apollo 17 returned back to Earth in December 1972, no human has been back, meaning for the last 41 years, Cernan has held the title of the last man on the moon.
That's a yoke I've been carrying for too long. I thought we'd be back long before now.
Gene Cernan and 7 other visiting astronauts are not only returning to Purdue,